I have a wide open weekend, so let's craft. So I'm not sure when this video is going to go up, but this weekend is the weekend after New Year's. So I had Thursday off of work, I took Friday off of work, and then I still have Saturday and Sunday before I go back to work on Monday. So I am seeing a lot of open availability in my future and a lot of potential to get a lot of crafty stuff done that I've been wanting to get done, but with all of the holiday hecticness, I haven't really been able to. One thing that I have that I definitely think I can get done this weekend is finishing up my Grape and Gramma sweater. I had started this project around Thanksgiving maybe, and it's honestly been almost done for a couple weeks at this point. I got a lot of it done when I was home over Christmas. Literally all I have to do is knit like 2 more inches and then do the ribbing and bind off. And then she is all done, which is very exciting. Although once that is all done, there is going to be a lot more to do because there are a lot of ends to weave in for this guy. So that will be another project. So maybe a good goal is just to get the sleeve done and then the weaving and I can do some other time. I also have a new project that I'm working on, which is very exciting. Obviously, with finishing up the Grape and Gramma sweater, I need something else to keep me occupied. So I am actually working on a sweater that is my own design. This is what she's looking like. You can maybe see a little better on the back. It has these kind of color work stripes throughout the body. So I have the back yoke done. And then I'm working on the front yoke. I have 1 stripe done on the front yoke. So I'm almost done with that. So I'll definitely probably get that done today. And then I'll be able to join the body. And also, since it is something that I'm designing myself, like each step it takes a little bit of time because I have to measure and try it on and double check and make sure all the math is working out. So once I have joined for the body, I feel like I'll be in a good spot where it will become kind of just a mindless knit because I'll know that like the armhole measurement is correct and like the body width and everything is turning out how I want it to. I made a lot of progress on this yesterday. It was New Year's Day, so I just kind of lounged around and watched TV all day. So definitely when you have that kind of time, you can get a whole lot of knitting done on a sweater. And then the last knitting project that I kind of have going on right now is my January socks. So I had knit a little bit of the color work a while ago. And I have just started working on the heel flap. I'm hoping I can get the heel flap and gusset all done this weekend because then it's just like a really easy project. And I like to have a pair of socks in my bag if I have a little time on my lunch break from work or on the subway. If I'm lucky enough to get a seat, I can get a little bit of knitting done on like a really small project, like a pair of socks. Excited to work on these guys a little bit too. I also have a sewing project that I want to get done this weekend. I want to make some curtains for our living room windows. This has been on the list for months, like probably 3 months, and I keep just not having time to do it. I feel like something that's nice about knitting is you can do 20 or 30 minutes here or there, but I do feel like with sewing, you really need to have like a longer chunk of time to be able to get stuff done. So I have that this weekend. Yeah, I'm very excited for my crafty weekend. Good morning. It is currently Saturday, and I did make a decent amount of progress on some of my projects yesterday. Maybe not quite exactly what I was intending to do. The project that I made the most amount of progress on was definitely the January socks. I got the whole decreases done for the heel flap, and now I'm working on the foot. So it's like a really nice, easy, mindless project. I honestly think I could probably get the rest of this done this weekend and then cast on the second sock and have that be my easy, mindless, in my bag knitting project. I am also so close to being done with the Grape and Gramma sweater. This is what I was working on right before this when I was just kind of like relaxing and having my morning coffee. And I'm all the way up until the point where I'm going to start the ribbing. So it's literally 5 rows of ribbing and a tubular bind off left, and then it's all done. So that is very exciting. That will definitely get finished today. I'm not sure if it'll get ends woven in and blocked today, but the knitting part will be done today. I'm also realizing, looking at these 2 projects together, that I definitely have a kind of navy and white thing going on. I guess I'm just feeling very wintry. And then I am planning on working on the curtains today. I do think I'll be able to get those done this afternoon. But first, I need to kind of kickstart my day. I think I'm going to go out for a little run and then get into that next project. And now I'm on the floor, which means it is time to start cutting out our fabric. It won't be too difficult because I decided that the width of each half panel of the curtain is just going to be the width of half of the fabric. So I can just cut along the blue selvage line and then cut it to the length that I want it to be. And then after that, I just have to hem the sides and then put the hems on the top and the bottom, and then that'll be that. I think it's honestly not going to take that long. It's just the kind of project I've been putting off for a long time, but it'll be good to get it done. Okay, so now that I've gotten it all cut out, I'm going to use one of my all-time favorite hemming tricks in order to hem the sides before I hem the top and the bottom. So I'm going to show you now how I do that. So the key to the trick is this little card here, just a piece of cardstock. You can use paper or anything you have. I have a line marked 1 inch in from the edge of the fabric. So I am doing a 1/2 inch hem double folded, so 1 inch total. So that's what that line indicates. So I'm going to line the card up about 1 inch in from the edge of the fabric and then fold the bottom edge of the fabric up to meet that line. Just kind of adjust so it all lines up and everything's nice and straight, and then just give that a press. And then you have a perfect 1 inch fold in from the edge of the fabric. All right, and then once you've got that 1 inch hem pressed, you're going to open it up and fold the raw edge in to meet that crease, and then just fold that up and press that down. And it's exactly a double 1/2 inch fold. And so I like to just kind of roll the fabric under and press along as I go. Guess who ran out of bobbin thread? I knew I didn't have very much left, so very predictable, but still sad. And we're back on track. So I've gotten one set of the curtains done. There's still another window that I need to do, but I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. And I'm also going to hem them tomorrow. Right now the bottom edge is just raw, but you can't really tell from the way I have it on the curtain rod right now. So I think it's fine for the time being. And it's been really nice to be able to see kind of what they look like in the window. They look really nice in the room. They look a lot better than the window shades we had before. But I think it is time for a little dinner break, and I can pick this project up tomorrow. It is now Saturday. I totally finished up the Grape and Gramma sweater last night, which was really exciting. The tubular bind off is all done. I still have to weave in the ends, but I think that's a problem for another day. And then this morning I worked a little bit more on the second set of curtains, but it was really nice this morning being able to see the light coming in through the linen curtains. It was super pretty. So I'm very excited to get that project all done and have them all hemmed so they're perfectly ready to go. But it's time for a little break in the crafting weekend. I need to go to the grocery store to get some food for the week. It's not a very long train ride to get there, but there is a little bit of a subway ride. So I think I'm going to bring my January socks with me and see if I'm able to get a couple rows in while I'm running this errand. But yeah, let's go. So the weekend of crafts has ended. It is now Monday morning, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a recap of where I got with all my projects because honestly, I made some very exciting progress. The first and probably most exciting thing is that I finished my Grape and Gramma sweater. I think she's looking really cute. I am really excited to block her though and see what she looks like with the fabric being a little more relaxed and have that more like oversized, super loungy look. But yeah, very excited to have this project done, and hopefully I'll be able to wear it soon. I just have to wave in the ends, but I'll get to that. Next up, I finished my first January sock. I think it looks really cute and it fits really well. I'm definitely excited to get right to work on the second one. It just has the little snowflake color work at the top and then just plain stockinette for the rest of the body. Very excited to have sock number 1 done for this project. And then this last one isn't finished, but it's still equally exciting, is that I joined for the body on my stripe colorwork sweater. I've only just started the body, I've only hit like 1 row, but definitely exciting to be able to kind of see it all come together. And now it's a little easier to try it on and kind of see what that's all looking like. But yeah, that's very exciting. And then for my curtains project, I am basically 3/4 of the way done. I have 1 set of curtains done, and then for the second window, I just have 1 of the curtains done, and then I do still need to hem all of them, but we kind of need to like put the bars up and decide where exactly that's gonna go before I can hem them. So that project might wait a little bit and get put on hold, but very exciting to have the curtain set up too, and I'll definitely be able to finish that last curtain before too long. Definitely got a lot of very fun, crafty stuff done this weekend. Excited to keep working on these projects that I kind of still have pending. I do also have my pottery classes starting back up tonight. There was a little bit of a break for Christmas and New Year, so excited to get back into that as well, and more weekends in the future with knitting and pottery and sewing, etc., all mixed up together. But yeah, thank you guys for coming along on my crafty weekend.